What's up, oddballs? Welcome back to the Oddity Shop podcast, the podcast where we tell you creepy, odd, weird, strange, and bizarre stories from around the globe. I am your curator, Zach, sitting here with the amazingly freshly dyed-haired Kara. Curator Kara, how are you?
Well, because I have fresh nails and fresh hair dyed, I'm great.
Well, I didn't catch the nails. I should have caught that. They are hot ass pink.
Well, if you saw them, they're like hot pink into like a hot orange.
Ooh, a little. Is that still called an ombre?
Yeah.
Oh, Sam, so smart.
I mean, I think. I don't know. We're old, so I don't know.
You're painting your nails. I'm still painting this damn house. What else is new with you? I have only 2 rooms left. Well, 3 rooms, but 2 rooms before I actually move. I'm coming back for the 3rd.
Okay. Real quick, because I think I might have already touched base on the weird dreams that I've been having in our episodes.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So they've gotten wilder and wilder, and now I am in like dream loops. Okay. So Zach and I have already talked about this, but I went to my little crystal shop that I go to a lot, and I always butcher the name. It's Mineralum. How do you say it? Mineral.
You're asking me, but I can't see it.
You've said it, I know, but you've looked at it before. It's Mineralum. Minearalm. Mineralum. I don't know why when I look at it, my brain goes funky. Okay, so anyway, I went there and I'm like, I told her, I'm like, hey girl. At first I started like, this is going to sound crazy. I'm like, actually, no, it's not. And I was like, I need something because it's getting a little wild over here. What you don't know, Zachary, is that I've done a little bit more research and the wonderful people of Reddit. And I actually already thought this before, but I think I have a djinn.
Ooh.
Which is not a good thing.
No.
Well, it can be, but it can't be a good thing, but whatever. I'm not thinking too much into it. My girl, Cynthia, hooked me up. I got Dalmatian Jasper.
Okay.
That's really good for nightmares and stuff like that. So she's like, just put this on your wrist.
Is it helping?
Well, I don't know, because I just got it today. And then she got some other things. I think it's smoky quartz. I got a little tower to put by my nightstand, a little Dalmatian Jasper thing to put on my nightstand. And then she was like, oh my God, what is the clear?
Selenite.
Thank you, selenite. She's like, do you have one? I was like, yeah. But she's like, maybe put it by your nightstand.
That or put it under your pillow.
She did say that, but like I got a big piece, so I just put it on my nightstand, which is right next. And then she's also like, you might want to put selenite on your door frames of your bedroom because that, and I'm like, okay. So I got 2 pieces and I was like, Erin, just don't worry about what's above the door frames. Okay.
Pay
so
no attention to the rocks.
Yeah. So I got one above my bedroom and one above this room because I already told her that we have tourmaline, whatever. But anyway, she's just so cute and shout out to her. So if you're in Fenton or near Fenton, go see her because she's just so knowledgeable. So knowledgeable. It blows my mind what she knows or like people that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So this is crazy too. For the OG oddballs, my corner tourmaline, you remind me, has disappeared. So when me and Kara first started the podcast, we had some odd stuff start happening in our houses and our offices where we were recording. So we went to this is how we got into crystals. I went and the lady there was like, okay, you need to put tourmaline in the 4 corners of your room. That has been there since day 1 of this podcast.
Which is so weird.
Packing and cleaning up my office. And I'm painting and I'm like halfway through and I look down in the corner and I'm like, none of it's here. I checked all 4 corners. Not a single piece of tourmaline is there.
That's so weird. And no one can say that it smalls because, and actually I just got really bad goosebumps because I thought you only told me that you were missing a piece. I didn't realize all of it.
All 4 pieces are completely gone.
And they're big chunks. You can't vacuum them up.
Yeah, they're quarter size. Well, and they were in the corner behind furniture. Every single piece was behind furniture.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like 1 or 2 pieces. Which is wild, though, is Cynthia told me, she's like, wow, I've had a ton of people come in here talking about dreams being really bad lately, blending into reality and like loops and dreams. I said, oh my God, me and my best friend.
I've been having the loops again too.
Right. So she goes, something's going on. I have goosebumps. I'm like, oh my God, girl, you got to hook me up. So anyway, she like helped me.
I'm not ready for something else to be going on. Okay. Before we get into that in the real world and things going on like crazy. Should we talk some shop? Do some shop talk?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go first. I am ready to do more readings. You guys, I have been offering on Patreon for our paid Patreoners free tarot readings, and only 2 people have stepped up so far. So if you're on there, shoot us a message. I would love to give you a reading. Bear with me, because by the time you're listening to this, I might be driving across the country, so I will get to you, but I would love to do some more readings. So please give me some readings to do, some more practice, if you will. All right, Kara, what do you have for shop talk?
Okay, so I just want to shout out, we have a couple new followers that have recently followed us, come to us, and I just want to shout them out. So our Facebook's been popping, so I've been doing daily little questions.
I love them too. It's so fun.
I know, and I want to engage with you guys, and it's the easiest place for us to do that. So a new follower is Elaine Wally, Carla Vowels, and then Gina Vlasblom. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing all your names wrong, but thank you guys so much.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes. And then also Carla has just been on every single social media that we have. She's just been everywhere. So her comment from the Buried by History, so the SS
Leopoldville.
Thank you. Oh my God. So she commented on that.
That's my favorite episode.
I know. I've been working my way through previous podcast episodes and was really hoping there was a video for this one so I could see the orbs, because we were talking about orbs in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, girl, I'm sorry. But yeah, shout out to all of our new little Facebook followers. I'm sorry. I know we have Instagram followers. We just get a lot more of those. And it's hard for me to keep up. I need to get better at that so I can shout you guys out. But thank you, everybody.
We appreciate you. Yes. We love you. You ready to open the shop?
You're going to shoot me, though, because I just totally forgot that I don't have a question for you. I'm so sorry.
The last couple of weeks, you have been so mad that I asked you if you have a question for me.
No, and I've had one. Okay, so here is my question, I guess. I'll bring it back.
I love this. Every time you don't have one, you always come up with one when I give you shit.
Do you remember the last episode that I brought to you?
I do. Even though during the recording, you forgot to say the name of it, the Hinterkaifeck Murders.
So it was a Hinterkaifeck Murders, everybody. I think that this was the first time that one of us has royally screwed up while recording. And I don't mean whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm sure we messed up a bunch of times.
Yeah, it was just such a dumb moment for me. So anyway, last time that my last episode was the Hinterkaifeck Murders. And Zachary, before I get into this, though, I do need to tell you something, because we just kind of covered, the people listening are going to kind of clock it immediately. This case is going to sound very familiar to my last episode.
Is it the one you teased doing in your last episode?
Yes. So it's not just a coincidence. There is an actual kind of overlap, and we did talk about it a little bit. I think in our Patreon episode more than the actual episode. So Patreon subscribers, are they subscribers? Our little Patreons, our oddballs of Patreon. If you guys are not familiar, we do a bonus episode after we record, and it's Reddit stories and little things like that, little tidbits that we give. But anyway, it's not just a coincidence. There is actual overlap in it. It's the same time period. Same type of crime, entire families murdered in their sleep, blunt force, no clear suspect.
Been on a kick.
I know. And there's a name that connects both of these. Paul Mueller. Okay, so he's a suspect. Paul Mueller.
Are you going to say the name of this one?
Can you wait?
I'm just making sure.
Hey, Zach, are you running low on spiritual supplies?
Hey, Kara, are you looking for a place with handmade items?
Yeah, we should probably go to Mystic Moons.
Oh, our buddies?
Yeah.
They make the most wonderful hand-dipped incense with over 24 scents, and we've smelled absolutely every single one of them.
Yeah, or maybe you might just be looking for a hand-strung bracelet made with only the best intentions.
And not only do they have the best intentions, they have 4 strings each, and they last forever, which I would know because I've broken every bracelet you've made for me and not theirs.
Oops. Well, they also have simmer pots for every occasion, like San to Yule.
And don't forget, Melinda is also a medium and a tarot card reader who's given us amazing readings. So she's ready to help us or you connect with past loved ones and get to know insights into your world.
My spirit animal is a camel. Thanks, Melinda. Anyway, so look for Mystic Moons on Facebook or Etsy, and then you can restock all your spiritual supplies.
Oh, be sure to check them out at www.etsy.com/shop/Mystic Moons LLC.
Or at Mystic Moons on Facebook. They're all over our socials, so I'm sure you'll find them.
So go get some goodies. Okay, Kara, goodbye.
Bye. So he is a suspected serial killer that has been loosely tied to the Villisca Axe Murders and the Hinterkaifeck murders. So there is a theory that he was a traveler, someone who moved from place to place, and he didn't know the families personally. And that's why the crimes feel so random, so disconnected, but also so eerily similar. Okay, so entire households targeted at night while they slept, and then gone, no trace. Okay, so a lot of people think that there is that overlap in that. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Zachary.
Carrie.
I need you to lock in.
I'm locked in.
Okay. I don't know why. I got caught up on Carrie because I just love when you say that. Go. It's been a day, you guys. Okay. This isn't just one of those creepy old house stories. This is one of those cases where the crime itself is so brutal, so personal feeling that people generally believed something never left the house.
Ooh.
Like, we're not just talking about ghosts. We're talking about a place where something happened that feels unfinished, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And before we even get into like the hauntings of it, I want to bring in something more modern, because this house didn't just stay in the past. People are still going there, still investigating and still experiencing things. And one of the more like, I guess, for like the younger generation, well-known investigations was from our beloved Sam and Colby. We haven't talked about them in so long.
I know, it's been a long time. Also, really quick shout out for them. For anybody who thinks that most paranormal equipment is overpriced, they just dropped a $30 spirit box and $39. It's $29 or $39. It's not that much.
Oh, I thought it was $79. Because Tim Shaw used it, right? And he reviewed it.
Yeah, he compared it to the $79 SB7.
Oh, that's what it was. That's where I got the $79 one. Okay.
And he said it was pretty much just as good. So yeah,
he liked it. I think we should get it just to see. Okay, so anyway, they spent the night in the house documenting everything as they do. And regardless of how you feel about like that type of paranormal content, their experiences line up with a lot of what other people report. They talked about feeling a heavy energy almost immediately when they walked in, like a pressure, like something in the house felt off before anything even started happening. So during their investigation, they did the spirit box session, okay? And they claimed to get direct responses to questions, short, clear answers, not just random noise. And at one point, they asked how many spirits were in the house, and the response they believe they got did not match the number of victims, which immediately raised the question, if that's real, then who else is there?
Right.
So they also experienced REM pod activity, devices lighting up and with no clear trigger, especially in areas tied with the children. And one of the creepiest things they talked about was the feeling of being watched and like consistently. I know, but consistently throughout the entire night, and not just in one room. It was like the entire house. They also mentioned hearing movement when no one else was upstairs. So footsteps, like shifting, which again matches like what other of the visitors have reported. And there were moments where they reacted to things happening in real time. And I have to say that I didn't rewatch their episode of this before this, but I wish I would have, because it still is one of my favorite ones. I know that it is
definitely one of the ones where they had some like very real reactions.
And they think they solved the murder. Like it's just like it was really good. And it was one of their like first episodes, like before they really blew up. So they're just like so excited, and like it's just a good episode. They get sounds or responses that they couldn't immediately explain. And whether you believe it or not, their experiences didn't feel unique. It felt like they were stepping into something that was already there. Okay. And that's kind of what makes this house unsettling. It's not just one story and it's not just one investigation. It's a pattern after pattern of people walking in and walking out convinced that something is still inside. Okay. So we're doing this because when I did the Hinter Kai fact, I was talking about how familiar how much it reminded me of the Villisca Axe Murders. Zachary was not as familiar as he thought he should be. And I figured a lot of people might not be.
I feel like it's one of those like the movie Forrest Gump for me. I've never seen it, but you
just know a lot about it. Yeah. And so I kind of figured that like this is one that I've wanted to cover for a minute. It's not a lot to it, but it's
cool.
It's one of those that like,
let's do it
for a bad reason. You know what I mean? We love weird here. Okay. While we're going through everything that happened in 1912, keep all of what I just told you like in the back of your head. Like, so the Sam and Colby stuff, like you watch the episode, like everything they experienced, just like keep that in the back of your head.
Okay.
Because this doesn't just feel like a case that ended. It feels like something that's still active. Which is obviously with a lot of what we talked about, but it's just still, or what we talk about, but it's still just like unsettling when you think of it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know, though, if it's because of what happened there or because of who might have done it. But when you start connecting names like that, Paul Mueller, the idea of a traveling killer, it stops feeling like a single tragedy and it starts feeling like something much bigger.
Okay.
Here we go. Picture this. We're in Villisca, Iowa, 1912. It's a small town, population barely over 2,000 people. We've got dirt road, horses, no real police, structure or whatever.
Right.
No forensic science, like as we know it. People didn't lock their doors because there was no reason to. Your neighbors weren't just neighbors. They were your entire world, right? Like family, like it takes a village type of deal. And church, school, work, it all overlapped. Okay. Which means if something bad happened, it wasn't just tragic. It was personal to everybody.
Right. Yeah. Everyone's kind of connected.
Would you want that?
No, I don't like talking. I've lived here for 6 years and I barely talk to my neighbors as is. Like,
I know,
I just got on first name
basis.
I know. No. That's too much. I don't like people seeing me come and go, noticing
Bob?
too much. They're great. I wouldn't want it.
Bob, he wouldn't want you.
No, what you guys have is great, but rare. But like, I just want to stay anonymous to my neighbors. Okay. I want to go a couple blocks away, not right down the street. Love you.
You don't want Tuesday night trivia and Friday night bonfires?
I could do that without living on the same block.
I know. I'm just kidding because Bob's listening while he works out. So the Moore family, they were like the definition of the nothing bad happens to them. Okay. So we have Josiah Moore. He's successful, respected, worked his way up, and then left his employer to start his own business, which in a town like that is both really impressive and kind of dangerous socially.
Okay.
Because you're
kind of like going outside the norm.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't leave and start like it's just kind of like disrespectful.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're leaving.
Disrespectful, or is it just like everyone's like kind of jealous?
It's not the norm. It's kind of disrespectful because you're leaving a company or like a person that has provided for you, their family. Like, you know what I mean? You're like disrespecting that person. That's not how we would think of it now, but like.
Fair enough.
I was waiting. Okay. So people talk and people hold grudges. People don't forget when you leave and succeed. So it's kind of like both, but like you're leaving me, I helped you.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're maybe better than me. Like, ew, that type. Okay.
Yeah. See, I think that comes from jealousy.
Well, yeah. You're right. Okay. So his wife, Sarah, deeply religious, heavily involved in the Presbyterian church, like the kind of woman people trusted, though, with their kids. And they had 4 children: Herman, Catherine, Boyd, and Paul. Just normal kids, church events, school, friends, no drama, no enemies, which is why this case never really makes sense. So we have a successful dad, a mom that's involved, kids that are also involved in things. Perfect family. Okay. And then you have the Stillinger sisters, Ina and Lena. And they weren't even supposed to be there permanently, just like at that night. So after a church event, they went to the house, which means whoever did this crime didn't just plan to kill one family. Okay. They ended up killing 8 people. Spoiler alert, if you don't know. So here's where we get into it. June 9th, 1912, the entire family attends the Children's Day program at their church. It's important to sit on that for a second. This is the last night of their lives, and it's spent surrounded by their community, laughing, celebrating, completely unaware. So witnesses later said nothing felt off, no strange people were around, no arguments, no tension, just a normal night.
Just totally normal.
So around 9:30, they walk home, neighbors see them, people say goodnight, everything is routine. They go inside, and that's it. No one ever sees them alive again.
Oof.
Which I don't know why really like bugs me. And I know everyone knows how I feel about like church and religion, but like the fact that they were at church that day celebrating like a children's thing, like it's just so sinister to me that then they were murdered later.
It just feels,
it's
dark.
So weird. Okay. So here's where things start to get unsettling. So investigators later theorized that the killer may have already been inside the house before they even got home.
Waiting?
Yes, but it's also like the Hinterkaifeck fact where they think that either it was in the attic, like they were, you know what I mean? Like
in there for some time.
So, like hiding, waiting, listening to them settle in, which means the killer could have been there while they were getting ready for bed, while the kids were talking, while the house was still awake. Like they're just doing their thing. Like they're having a little sleepover. Like the kids are just like, you know what I mean? So sometime between midnight and early morning, like 2 to 4, the murders began. So the killer does start upstairs in the parents' bedroom. So Josiah is struck first while sleeping, obviously. Not with the blade, but with the blunt side of the axe. What?
I said, what was he struck with?
Yeah.
As if it's not called the, Axe Murder House.
Yeah, but not with the blade. Ugh. So you interrupted while I said that. Not with the blade, but the blunt side of the axe.
Well, he didn't want to make it too much of a mess first.
But this could suggest like control, not rage. Like it's not like you're raging, you're just like controlled. Like
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm still thinking you're raging if you're hitting them with the backside of an axe. You're not trying to control, you're trying to kill them.
Yeah, but I think it's more controlled if you don't use the axe side.
I don't know. Okay,
because you know what the axe side is going to do. So you're just controlled. You know that this is just going to plummet through. Ugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think there was any control, though. He was just trying to kill. I mean, that's my thoughts on it.
You don't think that you're controlled when you kill? Silently creeping throughout the house? That's a controlled thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what side of the axe you
movement.
Use. Okay.
I don't know. I think that like when you... Okay, here's why I'm saying this. When you use the axe, like you know it's going to do work.
Yeah.
When you use a blunt side, I think that's like more control. Like you know, you're like putting force and control into it is what I mean.
Okay.
Okay. So Sarah's next. Same method. And then the killer, he doesn't leave. He moves room to room. So the 4 more children, are killed in their beds. Most show little to no signs of struggle, meaning they either didn't wake up or they didn't have time to understand what was happening, or they maybe were afraid. Okay. I don't know. This is what makes it more disturbing to me because it like wasn't chaotic. It was like methodical. Like, and this also makes me think of the, oh my God, why can't I think of the house?
Amityville.
Yeah. Amityville. That never leaves me.
So here's my thought on the blunt side of the axe, right? You're going from room to room. I think it's less about control.
All blunt. It's not all blunt.
Okay. I think it's trying to do something quickly though. Cause like if you use an axe and you get that sharp edge wedged in something, you got to pull it out. You can't move that quick. If you're using the blunt side, you can go
Josiah.
quickly.
That was just Josiah.
Oh, I thought you said the wife was the same way.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like the kids weren't.
Okay. So sharp edge on the kids. Got it.
Actually, no, I think she was. I'm sorry. I might misquote it. I think it was just him that was just the blunt.
Okay. Maybe he was holding it backwards and just didn't know.
No.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So then the killer goes downstairs where Ina and Lena are sleeping. So Ina, I think it's Ina, I-N-A. Ina is likely killed quickly. Likely she was still asleep. But Lena, she wakes up. And it's because, and the reason we know that is because she does have defense wounds, which means she saw something or she heard it.
You
she
must
did
have
try to
heard
fight.
something.
Well, you'd think. So she tried to fight. There is evidence that also suggests that the killer spent more time on her, possibly assaulted her. We're moving on from that. So that kind of, though, changes like the tone of the crime, because now it's maybe not just a murder. It's something more personal or disturbing. I don't know. So like at this point, though, 8 people are dead.
Okay.
And most killers, they run, they flee, they leave when they're done. They panic.
I'm guessing if this is like the Hinterkaifeck, effect, he stays around.
And this one stays.
Ugh.
Okay, so this is where it gets really weird, disturbing for me. But what I will say, because I didn't put this in there, but it's really brutal, y'all. And it's to the point where most of the family members are like, to the point where the other end of the axe, there are, what is the word? Not wounds, but there are marks in the ceiling.
Oh, like he's reaching it so far back. Okay.
It got stuck.
Ugh.
So think about 1912. Our houses are not like taller ceilings. They're small, like
Right.
they're lower. So he is literally just bashing and going up where the axe is actually getting stuck in the ceiling, and he's having to pry it out and continuously doing this. Okay. And I'm going to leave that there.
See, I'm going to say that's like animalistic. That's lack of control. Now you're just like fully feral.
For everybody else, but for Josiah, it wasn't. And that's why I'm saying that one thing is controlled.
Okay.
Everything else is not.
Just absolute beast mode after that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It was just for him that was controlled. Everything else is wild. Okay. Here's what's like really disturbing and weird for me. He covers every mirror in the house. Every single one. That's such a specific behavior that he literally sat and covered the mirrors.
What period of time is this?
1912.
Okay. I was thinking like back to Victorians where that was like a thing where you didn't want the spirits to get stuck.
Yep. So some people do think that it's like superstition, like preventing souls from being trapped. Okay. And others think he did it to not see himself.
Oh, like shame.
Or like they didn't want him. They didn't want to see him, or he did not want to be seen for shame.
Yeah.
But he also covered every victim's faces with sheets, almost like he didn't want to look at them, or he didn't want them looking at him.
Yeah, see, that to me feels like covering the mirrors and the bodies. Like that's the one thing that always stuck out to me about this case that I really know.
Yeah,
that seems like it's like shame or regret, or it's I don't know. It's so strange. I mean, the whole thing is strange. Like nothing about it is normal, but
here's what, like, I guess we don't know. Do you think that and I don't think so, because you're trying to murder 8 people in a household, but like, okay, I kill mom, dad, sheet, go to the next rooms, kill, sheet, kill. In my head, I always thought it was kill, and then put sheets over everybody.
Do we know the order specifically?
Of the sheet and kill?
Yeah.
No, not that I could ever find. But like in my head, it was always like killed the whole house and then went and covered
that's what I would
else
think.
with sheet.
Yeah.
Right. But to me, that's weird, because if you didn't want them looking at you or you're shameful, I would just leave.
There's got to be something else to it.
I know. That's why this case has always been bizarre to me. So anyway, he then like washes his hands, like in the house, does his things. He leaves the axe behind, doesn't even give a shit. And then he goes into the kitchen and he actually prepares food. Like he how
do we know all this? Like the washing the hands, that kind of stuff.
I don't know, but we can only assume, because he didn't leave bloody prints everywhere.
Fair. Oh yeah.
He'd have blood everywhere. Like I assume that he just
you would
washed
have
his
to.
hand,
okay, fair.
Right? But then he goes and makes like a full like breakfast, bacon.
Worked up an appetite in the sickest fucking way.
Zach, he doesn't fucking eat it.
So not only does he kill people, he wastes food.
But this is what's so creepy to me. Like, why did he feel like, I don't know, like he didn't feel rushed. He felt safe to like sit there and fucking cook bacon and shit, but then he never ate it. Why? That's so weird. Why cook it if you're not going to eat it?
I wonder if that was a comfort thing.
That's what I'm saying. He was comfortable to like cook it,
or
but not
was he
eat
comfortable, or was he self-comforting? You know what I mean? Like maybe cooking was something like
bacon or whatever. It's like his
your
comfort.
first one's controlled. You've now gone into rage, kill the whole family. Like, is this like the one thing you can like kind of do to feel normal again after that? Maybe
That's actually a good point. That's a good point. And then you're obviously not maybe hungry after it. That's a great. I like that. That's a great point. So morning comes. And obviously the house is silent, a little bit too silent. So a neighbor notices something that's off. There's no movement, no kids, no activity. It's very weird for that house. So the neighbor calls Josiah's brother. Comes over, he enters the house and very quickly realizes something is horribly wrong. And obviously authorities are called. And then the investigation is basically ruined immediately, right? Because the entire town shows up. People walk through the house. They touch things. They move things. They look at the bodies.
No care for forensic evidence.
There is zero scene control. The axe is handled. Blood evidence is disturbed. Footprints are destroyed and potential fingerprints are lost. Okay, like it's literally just like Hinterkaifeck or a lot of these time frame murders. So now you have one of the most brutal mass murders in U.S. history and almost no usable evidence, which leads to suspects. And this is where it kind of gets a little bit messy. So we already talked about Paul Mueller. We know that. So Frank Jones is Josiah's former employer.
Why was Paul Mueller a suspect again?
Because he happened to be passing through. There's a book called The Man of the Train. And he happens to be in all of these areas of a lot of mass axe killings of multiple families. He happens to be correlated in a lot of things.
Was he an original suspect here, or was that somebody they put together afterwards?
He afterwards, kind of like, just like they always thought that it was a traveler that passed through. And I think Sam and Colby also figured that out in their investigation. But that was kind of like an after fact. So Frank Jones was one of the original ones because he was Josiah's former employer that had been, they had that falling out.
Oh, because he was kind of scoring because he started his own thing.
And rumors of an affair involving Josiah and Jones's daughter-in-law. It was whatever. So you've got like the betrayal, humiliation, whatever. I don't know. The evidence might have been weak, but that was one of them. Then there was William Blackie Mansfield. He was a possible serial killer. He was also linked to a bunch of like axe murderers with similar patterns where the entire families were like asleep. It was brutal, whatever, but he also had an alibi. Then there was Reverend George Kelly. This was a little bit unsettling. He was at the church event that night, known for being unstable. And he had a history of like peeping into windows and obsessive behavior.
Oh, God. And he's in the church.
And then he confesses.
Oh.
But his confession is inconsistent. He changes details. He gets things wrong. He recants. He goes to trial and he's actually acquitted. So I think he's just a fucking weirdo.
Why would that's something that never, I know a lot of people do false confessions, but it never makes sense to me.
I think it's for the hype. I think it's for that adrenaline, that rush that like people know who you are in that weird fucking way.
But how could you do that if you didn't know you were going to be acquitted?
But it also makes me think that he did other crimes, or those type of people did other crimes that have not been figured out, and they want that like, I don't know.
It's so weird. It's so weird to me.
So no one is convicted. No one is like definitely proven to have done it. And the town is left with nothing but fear because they don't know if if it wasn't a stranger, it could have been someone they knew. Mm-hmm. And they thought that then maybe it was like a traveler, kind of like Hinterkaifeck. Was it somebody that was just like jumping around on the train system? Like, and just like, that was the ultimate thing that most people think, that it was just a hitchhiker.
Are they close to trains? Are they close to transportation? Like,
yeah, they kind of think it was like a hitchhiker type deal. Okay. So that kind of leaves us with the murders occurring, whatever.
And obviously it's unsolved to this day.
Unsettling. It still makes me think of all these other weird crimes that just don't make sense. In my head, I don't understand, but I guess it's a house full of children. So I guess it makes me a little bit more like, I don't know, like you kill mom and dad, maybe the children all heard it, they're hiding. I don't know, like under their covers type of deal, but like it's so one of those chilling things to me that you can just go room to room, just like axing everybody and nobody is disturbed or like runs out. But it makes me think that he was quiet, he was planned, a little bit controlled, got a little bit of chaos, right? But like he clearly knew that he didn't care if children. I don't think he knew these people. I don't know.
Okay. I have a suggestion for you for your next episode then. Do you think this is related to, was it it's New Orleans, right? Wasn't there an axeman who went and like was it a sorority house or like I think I might. Hold on 1 second.
Where all these axe matters. Okay, well, while Zach looks that up, I'm going to continue on. So this is kind of like where the haunting side really starts to take hold.
I guess it was Italian immigrants. But yeah, New Orleans had like a mass, like, ugh.
I don't know if our listeners want me to do multiple weeks of axe murders.
Fair. 2 weeks in a row.
I will do it. Well, it's not really 2 weeks because they get a break with you.
They get a break.
I'll do it. Okay, so the house doesn't just become a memory, it becomes a place people avoid, right? So years go by, different owners come and go, and the reports kind of start small. So there's a lot of people that don't say anything, but they don't stay long. Okay. So footsteps at night, doors opening, things being moved. But over time, the activity becomes more specific. People start hearing children, not screaming, not horror movie stuff, just quiet voices like kids talking in another room. Some hear crying, others hear what sounds like laughter. And Zach, multiple people, separate visits, same description. Okay.
It reminds me of the way the Borden house is haunted, where it's almost like the family is just continuing their normal life for the most part.
So it's kind of like a child's voice calling out, not aggression, not angry. It's just there. Yeah, perfect. So people report feeling something grabbing their hand, tug their clothes, sitting on a bed and feeling it shift. Like someone sat next to them type of deal, waking up, feeling watched, something standing at the foot of the bed, things like that. Like nothing too crazy, but
pretty run-of-the-mill haunting.
Yeah, so the attic is one of them, like the worst spots, because they kind of think that's like where the killer was. If the killer hid there, that means like he kind of listened to them all night. And people who go up there, they feel it. They feel nausea, panic, dizziness. Equipment fails more up there than the entire house. Camera shut off, batteries drain. And some say that they hear
attics
movement.
Or basements.
I know. They hear movement behind them when they're alone. And the area with Lena and Ina. Oh my God. I only, for whatever reason, I put Lena. That area kind of feels different to people. They think it's heavier, more emotional. People cry without knowing why. They feel watched in a different way. Shadow figures are reported there. Taller and not childlike, which is where people start asking, is everything in the house the victims? And I also think it's like, okay, was the house, like the Moore house, was that maybe murdered by somebody that they knew and these two poor girls just were spending the night and that's why it feels more off and like dreadful because they weren't supposed to be there? I don't know. But paranormal investigations have tried to document this, right? So they have EVPs of voices captured responding, EMF spikes with no explanation, spirit box sessions with direct answers. And while you can debate the tools, like we always talk about this, the consistency is kind of like what stands out at the house because it's the same type of experiences over and over.
Like we might not be able to like explain it, but at least the validity of the same things happening that shouldn't give at least some sort of a credence to the fact that something's going on.
Now, this is what always gets me, and I will stay there. I always say that I'll stay there, but I don't know if I would stay all night long. And I'd have to be like amped up with crystals and like things, because in 2014, this is what gets me. The 2014 incident, like it just pushes everything further. A man staying overnight stabs himself in the chest.
What? I didn't know this. No.
Do you know? You don't know this? Yeah, this is what has always got me about this house. He survives, but he can't fully explain why.
Has he done like a psych eval? Do we know if he's fully like sound?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. No, it was like he just did not know why. It was kind of like something overtook him and he just stabbed himself in the chest.
Oh, with what?
A knife. I think it was like a pocket knife. It wasn't anything like it wasn't an axe, but like, holy shit.
It almost makes you think there's something on the ground that like makes people, I don't know.
Right. So now, though, the house is a business. You can stay overnight, sleep in those rooms, experience it for yourself. And people are kind of split. We've talked about it a lot. And it's more than just like you could stay there. Like, I'm not going to lie, I didn't look up if it's still a thing, but apparently they had axe throwing in the basement at one time.
Which is horrible.
I think that's disgusting.
I don't know if they still do it or not, but the fact that they did do that. And
I didn't look it up because I just don't even want to like.
I will fully say, and I don't even care, I will not go there until confirmed those owners have switched.
Mm-hmm.
They are in it for a cash grab and giving no respect to what happened there. But
so obviously some people think it's disrespectful and exploiting a tragedy, and others
like
say
me.
that, yeah, but others say that it's keeping the story alive as long as there's not axe throwing in the basement.
Yeah.
But regardless, people go in very curious, and a lot of them leave believing something is there. I don't know if the victims or someone else, like, I don't know if it is the victims, if it's something else. Was it always there? I don't know. But the house, it just, it doesn't feel empty. It's something like, it's still happening there.
Ugh.
And it's like, and this is one of those things, like, I don't know. Here's what I think I do know. I don't know who did it. But what I will say is that I think the family is still there because it was their home. They loved it, right? But the bad energy, the bad everything, it's an egregore. It is what we've all made it. It's what we've all intentionally put into the house. The killer didn't die there, so the killer's not there. Like, no. I think it's something acting as that. I don't think you can solve the murder if you go there. No shade to Sam and Colby. I think they did a really great job. But I just don't think that what's there now is the energy of those awful, awful, awful murders.
It takes me back to like the stone tape theory. It's like it's holding on to the negativity that unfortunately happened there, and that continues to be poured into by
and I think that's the scariest part, is that what happened in 1912, it never really ended, right? Because it's held. I wonder
if it was there before that, though. Like, I want, with the person who stabbed himself, like, was this other person who did the murders, like, drawn by something,
No. See, this is why I don't think that, because they really, truly think that it was just like a traveler that came by. Okay. I don't think somebody was drawn to that house. That's why I think it's like an egregore. Yeah. It's the energy after the aftermath of that horrible energy. The family's still there, I think. But I think that the negative, weird shit that everybody gets is just... Everybody else is built up like that residual bad energy, number one, from the murders. And then two, everybody goes into it. Oh my God, people got slaughtered here. And then also you have a fucking axe throwing in the basement. That's horrifying. Like, that's what I think.
Horrifying.
So I don't know who did it. I don't necessarily think it was Paul Mueller. There's been things that disproved it. I said that in Hendrik Hivak. But at this point, I don't want to say it doesn't matter. I'd love for this to be solved. But at this point, I think that if you are going to still go there, and if Zach and I, one day I want to go there so bad.
I would love
But when we go there, when it's safe and precious and it's a place of like honoring these victims, I don't want to go in there trying to talk to the evil. I want to talk to the family. I want to talk to the kids, and not about their scary experiences. Like, I want to bring that light in the family and how fun it was for them to grow up there. And
well, I think if you go in trying to solve it, you're going to go in with so much bias anyway. You have a bias.
I don't want to solve it.
What's the word I'm looking? Bias confirmation. You know what I mean? Every piece of evidence. You have to go into these places looking at it as you're observing, rather than trying to solve a preordained thing that you went in with, because then you're just projecting.
Yeah. But I don't want to solve it when we go. I just want to talk to the poor little spirit. Like, not poor. That's awful. I just want to talk to them as if they still live there and they're still having a good,
I agree. Oh, well, 2 axe murders in a row. Gosh, we're feeling...
that was the Villisca Axe Murders, and apparently I have to cover another another.
I think we should switch gears.
I'll do it all day, every day.
No, nicely done.
I know.
God, I still hate... I hate cliffhangers. I hate when they're unsolved. But that's
I
so
could
much
have
what we
gotten
talk
more
about.
brutal with a lot of more things, but like I don't like to do that to us. Like
Fair.
Our world
Fair enough.
is really
You got a lot
brutal.
of fair enoughs in this episode.
I know our world is so brutal right now.
It's horrible. Ugh.
So we've been really bad at this, though. What emoji do we leave? I don't want to leave an axe because that's insensitive.
What about a house?
Yeah, like for the family, like a home. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. House emoji for this one. Still looking for write-ins. Still looking for call-ins. And what else do we need to do before we close the shop up for the day?
Creep it real, my little oddballs.
Goodbye.
Bye.